Oh, as you come to your mat, coming into your easy seat to get started. As you come into your easy seat, lengthen your spine up toward the ceiling and start to observe the natural rhythm of the breath. Also start to become aware of the body. Where do you feel some tension? For me, wiggling my hips a little bit, just feeling how my hips feel today. My abs feel nice and tight, nice and a little bit sore today, so that's always a good sign that I'm, making some changes, growing muscle, building strength.
Look to the depth of our eyes, not skin, connecting with our soul and the power within. Unite all the
Kind of giving some wiggles. There's still a minute or so before we get started. Just creating some body awareness. How does your body feel? Are there any areas in the body that you feel tension? Identifying if that's muscle tension, if that is emotional tension, if that is because you maybe just got out of bed, so it's more like movement, so you just need to kind of wake up those areas of the body. And always remembering that tension isn't something that you need to fear. Tension is just your body asking you for something, asking you for some movement, asking you for some stretching, asking you for some attention. So just always keeping that in the back of your mind, knowing that you don't have to fear what you feel physically in your body. There is a difference between sensation and pain. Pain is really the body telling us, like, I need your assistance, and that's often what leads you, to reach out for help. Sensation is the body telling you that it needs your attention, and you have to decipher what that means for you. So it is that 7 o'clock hour here, whatever time that is for you. Let's start today's practice in rock pose. So your knees are going to stay together, sinking your bottom down towards your heels and resting your chest down on the mat, resting your chest on your thighs, resting your forehead down on the mat, letting the tops of your hands rest on the mat beside you, reaching back behind you. I want you to start tapping into your breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. I want you to feel your belly expand onto your thighs as you inhale. And then release and exhale. Becoming aware of the breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Notice where the breath leads you in the body. Close down your eyes. Really let yourself sink into this posture. Really let your upper body sink towards your thighs. Let's do our 2-word check-in here. How do you feel in this moment? 2 words. Increasing your emotional awareness. 2-word check-in. Really letting your body sink. Stillness is one of the 4 components of Yin class. So if you think of Yan, so if you think of that circle with the Yin and the Yang, the Yan is the really active practice. So yesterday, Thursday, and Monday, the strength class and the vinyasa flow class, those are our Yan practices. And our Yin are the stiller practices, the more still, And so that's our Friday and our Wednesday class. The reason why I've designed the week in the way that I have is to really support the body and make this a very maintainable 5-day practice. So you're able to really work the body, but you're also to really relax the body. So it's not all about the doing and the pushing. It's also about the relaxation and the rejuvenation, both of which create the whole.
I knew it once, but I forgot. I'm going through change.
Start to walk your hands back to your mat. Lengthen your spine up. Place your hands back behind you. Palms come down onto the mat, opening up through your chest, tilting your chin up toward the ceiling. Really opening through the front side of the body. There can be a micro bend in your elbows. If it's not accessible for you to be all the way down, you can stay up. The important part is the opening and expansion of the chest here. So if you're more like this, that's okay. Just press your chest forward, arching the spine. If you can, come all the way down onto your palms and then sink your chest forward. If it feels good to you, you can let your head hang back. Really opening up your chest to the sky. Focusing on your breath, finding that place of stillness, finding your edge.
But I don't know how. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
Breathing into your heart space, opening up through your chest. Focusing on your breath, breathing into your heart space, feeling the heart space open with the inhale and release with the exhale.
I don't want you to be a stranger. I just want to call you my own.
Let's walk our fingertips all the way up and then press ourselves up into our tabletop position. Double check and make sure that your shoulders are stacked under your wrists, your knees are under your hips. Let's bring that right hand, point your fingertips back towards your body. Gently rock forward and backward, putting a gentle amount of pressure on your wrist. Switch it out, palm facing down, flip it. Fingertips reach back towards your body, really gently rocking forward and backward. Flip your palms over. Coming into our cat-cow transitions, nice and slow. Inhale as you arch the spine, lifting the gaze, paralleling your chin to the floor. Also opening up through your heart, opening and broadening through your collarbones. Exhale as you round your spine, sinking your hips forward, letting your head hang heavy. Maybe you shake your head right and left on this first round. Then inhale as you come back into your cow pose, arching the spine, gaze comes high. Exhale as you round the spine, press through your palms, head hangs heavy. Inhale into your cow pose. Exhale into your cat pose. Let's do 3 more on your own breath. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat.
I confide, I wanna be tied to the cords of your love that are so sublime. Got a home in the
Find your neutral tabletop position. Inhale your right arm high, open through your chest, bring your gaze high. Exhale as you thread your needle. Right hand reaches to the left hand side, left hand reaches forward, right in the side. Hips stay lifted. Let your shoulders really sink into the mat. See how that feels in your chest as you really let your shoulders sink. See how that feels in your shoulders. We're really tapping into those bodily sensations, the physical sensations within the body. Close down your eyes and focus on your inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Really letting your body sink and soften into the pose. Noticing where the breath moves throughout the body as you change from posture to posture. Maybe you reach your fingertips a little bit more forward, creating more space through your side body. Maybe you notice when you exhale, you can really release tension in your chest and in your shoulders. Hips stay lifted. Check in that the shoelace side of your feet are pressing into the mat. You can spread your fingers open wide and press them gently into the mat. All right, let's switch it out. Bring your left hand back to your mat. Right hand unravels, reaches up. Place it back down, square your body. Inhale your left arm high, open through your chest, bring your gaze high. Exhale as you thread the needle. Left hand reaches to the right hand side of the room. Reaches forward. Reach your space, hips stay lifted. Shift your weight forward into your chest. And start to focus on the breath. Really feel the breath move within the body. With the urge, exhale to let the body sink a little closer to the mat, but your hips still stay lifted, so your upper body is melting into the mat, but your lower body is still lifted. Again, check in that the shoelace side of your feet are pressing into the mat. Really feeling that in your ankles. Focusing on the breath. Let's take one more deep inhale here. Stay for the exhale, release. Right hand comes back down to the mat. Left hand unravels, reaches up, and place it down, tabletop. Let's extend our right leg out long. and make some circles here. Circles with that right leg, bringing some mobility into our hip before we find our stillness. And then let's bring that right leg up to the outside of our hands. So it's almost like you want your knee connected, your right knee connected to your right shoulder. Thinking about how the body kind of stacks together. Then sink your hips forward. Now your hands can stay planted here, or you can come down onto your forearms. Really depends on your flexibility. You can let your knee fall out wide or keep it tucked in. For me today, it feels better for me to stay lifted. Then bring your awareness to your breath. Close down your eyes. Yes, you're meant to feel sensation in this pose. So know that if you do, that's perfectly normal. Sink a little more forward into your hips as time goes on. Now let's walk our hands out, opening up the inside of our leg. Maybe you even come and roll that foot open. And again, you can stay lifted, sinking your hips forward, or you can lower all the way down. It's really up to you. Close down your eyes, focus on your breath. Press your palms into the mat, walk them back into center, shift your weight back. Let's straighten that front leg, keeping your hands down on the mat. Sink your chest forward. We won't be here long, but this is such a nice stretch for the back side of the leg. Sink your right hip back toward the wall behind you. All right, bring that right leg back. Let's extend it long again. Find your tabletop, take a moment, and then let's do some circles with that back leg, bringing some mobility into your hip again. And release that leg down. Take a moment, center out, then extend your left leg long. Do some gentle circles. And then bring that leg up, beside your shoulder to start off with, keeping that knee into your shoulder. Now you can stay lifted or you can sink down to your forearms. Focusing on your breath. Really deep stretch here. Embracing stillness, taking micro movements as necessary. Again, this is not meant to be painful, but you are meant to find your edge. That's where you really begin to stretch. That's where the connective tissue in your body starts to release and create space for your muscles. Let's walk our hands out. Maybe you roll onto the outside edge of that foot, sinking your hips down. Focusing on your breath. Bring your hands back through center. Let's lean ourselves back, flex your front toes, really sink that left hip back toward the wall behind you, really feeling that in the underside of your leg, sinking your chest forward. Stay there. I'm just going to change the song.
Welcome.
Sink yourself back forward. Bring that leg back. Release. Feel that release nice and slow and gentle. Bring some circles into that hip. Recentering. And then release it down. So good. Coming into a seated position. Let's open our legs up nice and wide. Ground down into your sitting bones. So maybe for me, if I rock right and left, that really helps me to ground my sitting bones down. Then let's inhale. Your legs can be open as much. You want to feel the stretch. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you walk your fingertips forward. Letting your chest sink forward. Just coming down as far as feels right in your body. Again, you want to feel sensation. You don't want to feel pain, you want to feel sensation. And then breathe into the space. Close down your eyes. Sink your chest forward.
Celebrate the days.
Your soul has spoken. Answer the call. Love has awoken. It's here from a song. Let the light wash over.
Close down your eyes. Focus on that third eye. Gaze the space in between your brows. Tapping into a deeper part of yourself, noticing where your mind goes as you feel sensation and challenge in the body.
Your soul has spoken. Answer the call. Love has awoken. It's here from a song. Let the light wash over. The waters fall. And when you hear the music, answer the call.
Let's start to walk our fingertips back. We're going to come into one more hip opener. So you're either going to come into square pose, like so, shoelace, where your left foot is extended out, your right leg comes over top, and then inhale, release forward. Or cow face, where both of your legs bend back, you stack your knees on top of one another. Inhale as you extend, exhale as you come forward. Only come forward as far as feels good for you. So again, you can place your arms out in front of you, having some stability there. Send your breath to the area of your body that you feel sensation. Imagine that the breath has the power to help release that sensation. So if you think of the sensation that you're feeling in your body, just like when you go in for a massage, and I don't know if you've ever had the experience while you're in a massage that the knot in your back actually releases. The knot, maybe it's in your glute, maybe it's in your hip, it actually releases. So if you imagine that that's a ball of energy, that's what the tension that you're feeling anywhere in your body is. It's a ball of energy. And if you imagine that with each exhale, you can loosen that ball of tension and loosen and loosen and loosen until that tension really starts to release. So imagining that with your exhale, you're able to release the tension. Maybe it's in your calves, maybe it's in your ankles, maybe it's in your back, your shoulders, your chest. Maybe the tension is even in your head. Know that the breath can help release and let go of that tension. Walk your hands back, no matter which one you're in. Switch out your legs. So your left leg is going to come on top. Maybe you're in square, you lengthen, come forward. Maybe you're in shoelace with your leg extended forward, left leg comes over top. Inhale, release forward. Or maybe you're in cow face or pretzel, as some like to call it. Stacking your knees on top of one another. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you come forward. And bring your fingertips forward. If you're in shoelace, again, you can reach your fingertips forward, sinking your chest down. Another thing to keep in mind when you feel tension in your muscles is, are you getting enough water, and are you getting enough electrolytes? So your magnesium, your potassium, there is sodium in electrolytes. So what I do to keep my body hydrated and to keep my electrolytes up is I drink the water that has electrolytes in it. So it's just water, it tastes like water, but it has electrolytes in it. And that's how I hydrate and make sure that my body has the nutrients, the minerals that it needs. That's what I find works for me. I know some people like to use the little packets of whatever. I don't like to flavor my water. I like to actually taste like I like the taste of water. And I don't like to add extra sugars or anything like that. So that's how I do it. So just a little tip. And I try and drink 2 liters a day. So I know that might sound like a lot, but release that leg. Slap out your legs. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together. They can be in close or extended long. Then come all the way down onto your back, opening up your palms to the ceiling. Knees fall open wide. I invite you to bring one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your belly. Focus on the breath, inhales and exhales through the nose. closing down the eyes, really let your body sink into the mat beneath you. Opening your mind, opening your heart. You can release your legs out long if this butterfly is too much sensation. But if you can, staying where you are. Feeling the body expand with the inhale and release with your exhale.
It's far in the east where your heart is at peace when you enter. My love is just a reminder, find your center.
Find your center.
My love is just a reminder, find your center. My love is just a reminder.
Your self-love is at the center of your being. And that love is unconditionally loving you. It's loving you enough to support your growth, to help you become a version of yourself that is more loving, more compassionate, more kind.
Drove through the mountains, cows in the street, prayer beat you a counting. There was the river, eternal giver, flowing forever. Remember, find your center. My love is just a reminder.
As I said, you can release your legs out long whenever you're ready.
My love is just a reminder, find your center.
Full body breaths, inhales and exhales through the nose.
When you've lost your way, colors start to fade. Take a look within, find your offering. Hold it to the sun, let your spirit run. Remember, find your center. My love is just a reminder, find your center. My love is just a reminder. My love is just a reminder, find your center. My love is just a reminder. My love is just a reminder.
Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing light and awareness back into your body. Slowly press yourself up into our easy seat. Round down into your sitting bones. Hands come through heart center. Deep inhale through the nose. Fill the body, fully expand. Take in a little more. Pause. Open mouth, exhale, breathe it out. Sigh it out. 2-word check-in. How do you feel in this moment? Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. Day 15, we are on the downhill slope of this 30-day challenge, and it has been so, so wonderful to share it with you and to continue to share it with you. The light in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light in each of you. Namaste. Happy Friday. Sending love, gratitude, appreciation to all of you. Bye-bye.